Welcome to the Actor's Choice, where the actors and actresses have a chance to talk about themselves and their careers. Join us now for the next hour as we explore the marvelous industry of acting by actors and actresses from today's exciting show business world. And now, direct from Hollywood, here's your host, Ron Brewington.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ron Brewington, and welcome to the Actor's Choice. Roll it, Tony.
Maybe we should have called first.
I'm good. It's ready.
Calm down.
I'm calm.
Are you serious? I'm standing here at the first tee. I'm waiting for you. You know I don't like to play with walk-ons.
Don't worry. You're playing Desert Moon. They all golf like pros there.
Yeah, well, look, I just wanted to talk some things over with you.
It'll be fine. What you need is a nice, relaxing round of golf.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly blessed today with the appearance of a true superstar. What you just saw is a smidgen of the work this guest has done over the years. Widely known for the work he's done, his talents include him voicing over, you ready for this? 1,200 character in video games, animation, and other subjects. Wow. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome actor, additional crew, and writer, Richard Epcar. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Ron. How are you?
Good to see and hear you again. Been a while.
Nice to hear you. Yeah, it's been a while. I think I was just thinking about that the other day. I think it was
Yes.
It was definitely before the pandemic, wasn't it?
Exactly. So let's start by telling our audience where you were born.
I was born in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. Been there, done that. Wonderful city. Wonderful city. Okay.
Yeah, it was a great place to grow up. It really was.
Indeed. Here's my favorite question. What made you get into this business?
Well, you know, I'm one of the lucky ones in that I think I always knew I wanted to be in this business. I was, even as a little kid, I would put on skits. I would write little skits for my class in kindergarten and first grade. And so I went on to ninth grade and went into the drama class and did drama in high school. And then when I went to college, Ron, my dad remarried. My mom had died when I was 15. And my dad remarried, and my stepmom tried to talk me out of becoming an actor and becoming an artist, a commercial artist. So I went to the University of Arizona. I was going to be a commercial artist, but honestly, I didn't like it at all. And the drama department was right next door, and they had auditions one day for the Crucible. So I went in, I auditioned, I got the lead in that, and the dean of the drama department took me aside and said, "Hey, if you change your major, I'll give you a full drama scholarship." So how can I say no to that, Ron? Right?
The rest is history. The rest is history. Indeed. Let's fast forward.
So I did that, and
let's fast forward to 1971 and 1972. You did your first TV role. That was Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
Remember
that? That's a great, and I'm still doing that. I'm still doing that show. I directed the original Red Jacket series, which was the premiere of Lupin over here in the United States. They now have done 6 series, which I've been involved with all 6. I've directed 5 of them. My wife, Ellen Stern, directed 2 of them with me. And we've done a lot of the movies, and it just, it keeps going. When I first did it, I said, this is a great series. I hope I get to do more of this. Well, be careful what you wish for, Ron. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. But there is some other things and good things into it. We call it Manet.
That's right. That's right.
Indeed.
And it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about that the other day. I came out, Ron. This is true. I came out after I graduated college. I came out to Los Angeles. I had $300 in my pocket. I sold my drum set, and I got $300. And I came out here with that was it. That's all I had. I don't think you can do that today. But I came out here, and I've done pretty well for myself, my friend.
Not bad. As I look at IMDb, I see you have at the moment 521 IMDb credits. Not bad.
Yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg. They've left a lot of stuff. I've, as you mentioned earlier, I've done over 1,200 characters just on animation, anime, and games alone. So that doesn't even include the on-camera and the other stuff that I've done.
Right. What is the one that made you famous? That everybody from that moment past that, everybody got to know who you were. Who was that? What was that?
Well, I think one of the biggest ones, one of the biggest ones that I've done is Raiden in Mortal Kombat, the game series. I've been in several of those, and I think that was one that just really made a lot of people aware of me. Although, it depends. It depends on who you talk to. I was in Ghost in the Shell. I played Bateau in that. A lot of people love that show, which I'm still doing to this day. 20 some years later, I'm still playing that character. I've just been very, very lucky in that I've been in a lot of projects that have longevity and have kept me going. So that's been a good thing.
Fast forward just a little bit to the year 2023. You did that was the last.
That's this year.
I
said that's this year.
Yes, that's this year.
I said that's this year.
As I went into it, I saw that the one thing that you had just done, Max and Me.
Max and Me.
Yes.
Is that a movie?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think that one I did the. I know what that was. That's an animated movie. Yeah, I did.
Yes.
I did some voice work on that, and then I did the original, the lead in that. But then they decided they wanted to go with a movie star, so they replaced me on that. But which happens. That happens a lot in this business.
You have seen a lot of things over the years. What's your feelings about the technology as it stands now?
Well, the technology is always good and it's bad. It depends on who. It's like whose hands it's in. Regarding technology and what I do in voiceover, it's just incredible what they're able to do. When I first started out in this business 40 years ago, they didn't have things weren't digital. We had to record to a loop. We had to wait while they changed reels, and they don't do any of that stuff anymore because it's all digitized. And we have what's called Pro Tools now, what they work with, where they can move your voice back and forth and compress it and expand it and cut it and move it left and right. And it's just been, these are wonderful tools for the actor because you can give a good performance and they can keep your performance and move it around so it fits perfectly. The thing that we actors are most worried about is this AI stuff because we're worried that AI is going to replace us basically, and it's possible that it could replace us in certain areas like dubbing and narration and that sort of thing. So, I don't think you'll ever get a machine to have the kind of emotions that a human being will have, but I think a lot of companies don't care and they'll do it because it's cheaper, So this is a big concern, and this is one of the reasons why SAG and AFTRA are on strike right now.
Yes, indeed. There was last year and this year you came out with another TV series where I see you like TV series. This one was called Bleach: 1,000-Year Blood War. Remember that one?
Yeah. That was the original Bleach we did about 10 years ago, and it was a big hit, and I thought we were done with it. And then I found out 10 years later they had another season of this thing, and I play the lead villain in it, Yuha Baha, and I also play a very popular character named Zangetsu, who we find out later Yuha Baha and Zangetsu are actually related in many ways. So it was it was lovely to come back and play these characters. I love it. The animation is absolutely gorgeous. And if you get a chance, it's on Hulu. Check it out. It's really, it's a fun series. And there's a lot of people that are really, really into the show.
Guess what, Richard? We just happen to have a clue. Roll it, Tony.
All right.
封じられしクイーンシーの王は900年を経て鼓動を取り戻し90年を経て理智を取り戻し 9年を経て力を取り戻し、9日間をもって世界を取り戻す。
Wow, we got just a few moments left, but want to stop for a minute and ask you the use of your voice.
Yeah.
How do you take care of your voice? What do you have to do?
Well, it's funny. People usually ask me, they say, what's your favorite character? Because I've done, as we mentioned, I did over 1,200 characters. They always say, what's your favorite one? And I love them all. They're all wonderful. The ones that are the toughest, Ron, are the screaming ones when you do games like Call of Duty and that sort of thing, when you're basically yelling for 4 hours. So those are the tough ones. They're just really hard on your voice. We call those vocally stressful roles, and there's a lot of them in video games. So the best advice I can give anyone is to drink lots of water while you're recording. Don't tighten your throat up, because that causes damage. You want to, even when you're yelling, you want to relax your throat. And if you can drink some, hot tea in the booth with maybe a little honey in it, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's this stuff that a lot of us pros use. I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's called Nin Jiang Pi Pa Ko. It's a Chinese cough syrup. There's no narcotic or anything in it. It's basically honey and loquat syrup. And a lot of us who have to go do vocally stressful sessions will take little sips of that during the session. What that does is it coats your vocal cords and protects you when you're screaming. So, there's not going to be the damage on your voice that there would be without taking that. But, there's a lot of ways to do it. Just the best thing is just don't tighten up when you're yelling and
Gotcha.
Emoting. Yeah.
Got you. Well, you have been doing it. And what's next for you?
Well, I got a lot of stuff going on right now. Unfortunately, I can't talk about any of it. They haven't signed these non-disclosure agreements, but I've got a bunch of big video games coming out. I've got some animation that I've been working on that's coming out. I've been, Ron, I'm very blessed and very fortunate. I've been able to continue doing what I love for a long, long time, and I'm still doing it, and I still love it. I still enjoy it, and I get to work with some of the greatest people on this planet, and I just love it. So I'm working all the time. Every week I'm working. I'm doing 3-4 sessions every week. So I'm very lucky, in spite of all the stuff that's going on around the world. I'm very fortunate.
Wow. Indeed. Well, Richard, so glad to see you here today. We must get you back again so we can hear more about all the marvelous work that you're doing. And of course, please give my best to your wife, renowned actress Ellen Stern. She'll be here. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, she will be here. She will be here next week, October 23rd. So 11 a.m. I hope you all are here to see a good opportunity. Indeed. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's with you on the 31st.
31st. What did I say? 23rd? I'm sorry. The 31st.
You said the 23rd. That's the day. I'm
wrong.
with you on the 23rd.
Indeed. Thank you,
right.
Richard. Ladies and gentlemen,
my friend.
Take care of yourself. Richard Epcar. This is the Actor's Choice. I'm your host, Ron Brewington. Roller Tony.
Thank you, Ron. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you know that we're asking the Actor's Choice to help us out with former baseball player Curt Flood in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Now, Curt passed away January 20th, 1997. Husband of one of our wonderful guests, renowned actress Judy Pace. Just contact our office at 213-349-3941. That's 213-349-41. We sincerely thank each and every one of you for being a part of this magnificent award for a great baseball player. Okay? Roll it, Tony.
Then for our summer fun show for June is The Legend of Georgia McBride. And that's the story of a young man, Casey, who earns his living as an Elvis impersonator. And he finds out his wife is expecting their first child, and the landlord wants his rent. And this seedy bar where he's been working, the owner is firing him because he wants to open a drag show. And this is Casey's eye-opener, new adventure into what that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest today is celebrating his sixth season of performance at the International City Theater in Long Beach, California. Just so you just saw, I chose this opening video for several reasons. Number one, the lady who was talking, obviously, Jamie, you know who that was.
Karen Desai.
Amen. The producer over that theater. Well, she's been there a long, long time. And you were the director for The Legend of George McBride, which we just showed everybody. And I understand for the 2022 season, you were there. So you've been getting around. So when I saw all this, I said, put that up. This is what we want to see. So the internet will take a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome actor, director, Jamie Torcellini. Okay? Okay. Jamie, welcome to the Actor's Choice. But please tell us where you were born.
I was born in San Diego, California.
San Diego, California. I know about San Diego. I was in the Navy, and boy, there was a whole bunch of sailors down there in San Diego. Tons of them. All them ships, all those boats down there. You understand?
Yes, indeed.
Here's my favorite question. What got you into acting?
I was in a drama class in junior high school. And a lot of the students that were in class with me talked me into going to San Diego Junior Theater, which was a sort of a summer program for kids between 8 and 18. Mm-hmm. And so I decided I wanted to do it, and we couldn't afford it. So I got a paper route so I could pay for it. And that's how it started. You had to learn everything from props, spotlight. I was a spotlight operator. I was a dresser, and then you could be in shows. So however many shows you did, you should crew so that you could learn about all aspects of the theater. And I think that was one of the most beneficial things for a young kid to learn.
So when you got to Hollywood, what was that like?
Hollywood. And actually, Broadway came calling first. While I was in San Diego, I was in college at a school of performing and visual arts, which is no longer there.
Yes.
USIU. And I was in college, and Chorus Line came to town and auditioned. And I auditioned, and they kept me and kept me and kept me. And they said, "Okay, kid, you're coming on the road and coming on the circus." So I had about 4 weeks to pack my bags, say goodbye to my parents, and I went on the road with the Chorus Line in 1979, and that's how it started.
I understand you did a lot of those plays, including Cats, Little Johnny Jones, Beauty and the Beast. You was having a good time up there in New York City.
Yeah, I put my body through a lot of pain there.
Well, remember we had the sauerkraut, we had the hot dogs, we had the pretzels. I was born and raised in New York City, uptown in Harlem, and we used to love to go down on Broadway, see a play, just hang out on Broadway.
Yeah, it's an incredible community, especially when I was 19, 20, I think, when I moved to New York. And the Broadway community is really loving and welcoming. And I had a great time going from show to show. It was one of the best educations I could ever get.
Right. As I went through your resume, I see the gentleman does a lot of stage work. You do, definitely.
I do. I did not necessarily have the face for TV and film. So while I've
I'm not going to tell nobody.
While I've done some, that's not where I live. I feel like I was almost born in the wrong era. I'm a little bit vaudeville. I'm a little bit rock and roll. No.
Can I tell you something? You something? In this job, I love it. But a lot of people, they come to me, they come here to Hollywood, they want to be a star. And so they do a little film, a little television. I said, "Excuse me, did you get up on the stage?" "Oh, no, I don't do that. I don't do that at all." I said, "What's wrong with you?" Get up on that stage.
There's a lot of fear for a lot of people with stage. There's, that stage fright is a real thing. And I will say that as I get older, that is something I have experienced in the later years. Yeah. I still have fun and I still love it, but it's a little bit harder. And that's why when I work with these actors and they are so seamless, if anyone drops a line, these actors in Death Trap, oh my goodness, they are excellent.
Oh, My goodness. I know sometimes, like I said, getting people to go out there and get out there, you'll learn something. Yes. And of course, one of the things that I've learned over the years is that when you're up on that stage without a microphone, you have to project your voice all the way to the back of the house.
That is correct. That's one of the notes that keeps coming up, especially at ICT, because while I have used microphones when I've directed there before,
Yes.
much of those shows were musicals, so you have to have microphones. But in a straight play, you've got to use your diaphragm and get it out there.
Get it out there. You're here today to talk about a play that you're doing right now called Death Trap.
Death Trap.
Yes, look at that. Look at that picture there.
Broadway's running comedy thriller.
Interesting. I'm told that this is first of all just in time for Halloween.
Yeah. There's some chills and thrills. I think one of the most fun things for me after we opened was hearing the audience go for the ride.
Yes.
And scream at the right places.
Yes.
Because you never know. It's just you and these actors for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks before you get an audience. And then with the lighting and the music and it's a fun ride.
Wow. I understand that Death Trap still holds the record for the longest running comedy thriller on Broadway.
I do believe you are correct. And Marianne Seldes, who starred as Myra, I think is in the Guinness Book of World Records as being the actress who has done more consecutive plays without shows without missing. She never missed a performance. In 4 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. But every day something new. Every day. We have a photo of the people, some of the cast members.
Yes.
Here's Michelle Holmes, Jeffrey Lowe, and Jill Remez.
That is correct.
Wow.
The psychic, the writer, and the writer's wife. Yeah, they are excellent in this. I love this set too. This set is just beautiful. I will say that these actors have a perfect balance of the thriller, drama, and comedy, and that is very hard to find. Wow. And I got really lucky. Jeffrey Lower has an innate quality of being likable and yet frightening at the same time, and he's innately funny, which is great. And this script has so much dry wit and humor, and he navigates that so well.
Wow, amazing. Great. There's other persons. I understand some of the other persons are Kobe Rogers and Patrick Best.
Patrick Best and I, he is the only actor in the show that I have worked with before. We did Almost Maine out in Ventura. Gotcha. And Patrick actually doesn't live too far from ICT, and he's a great actor. I think he was in the union at one time and maybe dropped his card, but he is also my fight choreographer, and he is excellent. He's been a great help to have around. And Kobe Rogers is right out of school. I believe he just graduated from Pepperdine, I believe. Very gifted actor. I think he went to school for directing, and he is an actor. And also, I believe he's a musical performer as well. But he is great at becoming a little psychopath on stage.
Now, the International City Theater, wonderful into what they have there. Tony, you take my breath away from me. There it is. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah,
that's circle right in the middle. That's beautiful.
Yeah, what show is that?
I don't know. I just don't know that one. I just picked it up because I want to show people what they're looking at.
Yeah. So it's a thrust stage, which is not quite the round, but you do have to look out for sight lines and blocking. And now that it's my seventh, I guess this is my seventh show there. I'm starting to learn that beast. I have worked in the round quite a bit, and but this thrust stage is something to figure out. It makes the evening actually a little bit more intimate because you are very, very close to them when you're at the foot of the stage. And it makes set design actually very, very difficult. And so Fred Kinney, our set designer, has worked at this theater quite a bit. So he knows it well. And he did such an amazing job because this script describes the set in detail. And so there are a lot of things that you must have, a lot of must-haves with this show, including the props. I mean, how many props, require a crossbow, several guns, swords, knives, and yeah.
Interesting.
It's a lot.
Yes.
And a writer's desk, a two-person writer's desk. Do you know how difficult that is to find? And we got a beautiful one. He was really, really amazing, and he got everything up in time. And with our schedule, that's a difficult thing to do. So excellent.
The International City Theater is at 330 East Seaside Way, Long Beach, California, 90802. Telephone number 562-436-4610. Again, 562-436-4610 or www.internationalcitytheater.org. Jamie, thank you very, very much for being here today. I hope you have a good run with this play.
Thank you. We're open till the 5th, so come down.
Indeed. And do me a favor, please thank your publicist, my dear friend, Lucy Powell.
Will do.
Is one busy. She's out all over the place.
Will do. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you. Jamie Torcellini, thank you. Roll it, Tony.
April 1963. My dear fellow clergymen, while confined here in the Birmingham City Jail, I came across your recent statement calling my present activities unwise.
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest today is from Chicago, where he began his acting career. And this gentleman has moved here to LA back in 1998 after being in New York City for off-Broadway production of Dinah Was. He's since pursued numerous opportunities in film and television. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome actor Darryl Allen Reed.
How you doing, Brother Brewington?
How you doing,
How
brother?
are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you as well.
Can I say 2 words?
Please.
Black theater.
Yes, it lives. Those are 2 more words.
It lives. This is what you're doing here.
Yeah. I'm about to do Willie and Esther, which is a show that has been done countless times by Inner City. And I've done it twice before. Once before with Pashawn Wilson Ashley. And this time I'll be with the inimitable Karen Bankhead.
Yes, she's going to, I'm see somewhere she's up next. She's up next. So
okay, great.
Just a few moments.
I'm so happy to be doing it with her. She's awesome. She's awesome. Great people.
Indeed. But you guys, like you said, tell us what the synopsis of this play, please.
Well, the synopsis is really a love story, but it comes off as something kind of combative almost. It's a guy and his wife, and they're about to rob Bank of America because he feels that she was being misused by them, and he wanted to exact revenge. And it's about how their relationship exposes itself as they're trying to figure out how and why and should they do this. So it's very interesting, a lot of dynamics.
So tickets, how do I get tickets?
Tickets, the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center. It's on the corner of Degnan and 43rd Street in Leimert Park. I'm not sure about the advanced tickets. I know they were trying to do Eventbrite, but even if that's not accessible by now, just come. It's a good show. It's $20. It's a very, very good show, and you'll be helping out the organization as well.
Right. And is it a one night or just how many?
It's just one night.
Just a
So
one
we
night.
did it once before, and this is back by popular demand, because when we did it before, it was the weekend of Juneteenth. And as you know, in Leimert, you couldn't even get close to Leimert Park on Juneteenth. So we had maybe 12 people in the audience, but they all loved it and told other people about it. So this is by popular demand, I'd like to say.
Darryl, you're a heck of an actor. Every time I see you over here, over there, here, you're doing it, brother. You're doing it.
Here's the thing, Ron. This is what I do. And I'm just starting to understand now. I'm from Chicago, and I think I was getting a little bit of feedback by that I came out here to be a star. And it wasn't that at all. I came to do what it is I do. I did a lot of theater in Chicago. And Chicago, even when I came here and started getting some interest, it was because they knew that I had done Chicago theater and excelled in that, and that Chicago theater was very, very viable, even here in LA at the time. So when I was meeting people, they were saying, well, we know you can act. It's just a matter of what you're right for. So when things come up, we'll call you in. But yeah, I came out because this is what I do. And since I'm here, and I did come to do more film and TV because there was hardly any of that in Chicago when I left. There's a lot now, as you know. They have their own day, actually, Chicago Wednesday. But anyway, so when I came out here, I was happy to see that there is theater, and I'm trying to help develop even more theater. That's my next project. Because I think we have to get butts in those seats, man. That's how we can get paid doing this.
There's your poster there, Willie and Esther. That's from July, but that's the only one we can find.
Oh yeah, I gave all mine out. I insist on getting actual flyers that I can hand to people and talk about. You know, so I gave all mine out. I'm getting more tomorrow at rehearsal. So, but I don't have the actual flyer either. So.
Tell me something about this play. What exists the most about this play to you?
What about it? What did you say?
Okay. What excites you the most about this play?
Oh, for me personally, it's working with Karen.
Go ahead.
Personally, but it's a show that is misunderstood. And I think because, you have the banter and the back and forth, what is missing is the love. And I know I've seen, other people do it, and it's about that back and forth. It's almost TV-like, in terms of sitcom and in terms of banter, but it's a lot deeper and it's a lot richer. And that's why I enjoy it, because every time we do it, we're going deeper, and people will feel that love, even though, there's a lot of people who know they're in love with somebody that they can't stand. So this is some of the things this is some of the dynamics that's involved with it.
Okay. Do you teach stage work?
I do. I do more personal, and I also coach for people who are auditioning.
Okay. How can they get in touch with you when they want to do this?
Darryl Allen Reed at gmail.com. I'm not on Instagram or any of that, but Darryl Allen Reed, DarryLALANREED at Gmail. And I don't think I'll give out my phone number, but once you get me there, you can get all my information. And I'm happy to do that. I love doing that, by the way, too. And I've had a pretty good success rate. The people I've helped have done some things, so I feel good about that.
Indeed. Well, Darryl, thank you very much for being here today. As they say, break a leg.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, Ron. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, my brother.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darryl Allen Reed. Roller Tony.
I met a young fella. Can I tell you about the time I met Sammy Davis Jr.? Y'all know Sammy. Sammy, oh yes, Sammy. Give it up for Sammy, wherever he is. But Sammy was a very talented young fella, and he used to run around, and he was telling me, he said, Eddie Mae, I'm gonna call myself the Magic Man. And that's what Sammy Davis Jr. said to me. And I said, well, now, wait a minute, Sammy. I said, you too sweet for that, honey. And I looked at him in the eye, in the good eye, and that's funny. Forgive me for that. But anyway, I looked him in the eye, and I said, wait, Sammy Davis Jr., I said, you too sweet for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest today has quite a reputation as a writer, producer, director, etc., etc., etc. Now, you just saw her performing her very special character that she puts a lot of soul and love into it. That's one as well. Etta Mae Mumphries.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, you did.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Karen Bankhead.
Thank you so much. How are you doing, Rod?
Doing good, like a brother should. Welcome to the Actor's Choice. Indeed.
My pleasure.
I'm going to say to you the same thing that I said to Darryl. My favorite 2 words, Black theater. Tell me about it.
Oh yes, we have a few more days to get ready, but it's such a nice little respite thing to do. It's a wonderful play. We're doing Willie and Esther. I'm going to be Esther one more time. And when there's a strike going on and not a lot that we're doing, to be able to be on stage and read some really fun and wonderful words in front of an audience. It's the next best thing to doing a show on Broadway or something.
My dear, when I went through your resume, oh my goodness. You are a Chancellor Scholar at UCLA and a member of Mensa. They don't give Mensa away. They don't give that one away.
That was a bucket list thing during the pandemic. I was like, I got to do something. But we have that UCLA in common, and we also have South Carolina in common.
Wow.
So that's a great thing.
Indeed. I hear you working on your second book.
Yes. I need to get at that this afternoon. But I wrote, Etta Mae has her own book, which I'm very proud of, and that's still going strong. And then I've been caregiving for 2 wonderful ladies, my mom and my mother-in-law. And so I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge and a lot of humor to go along with that area of life. So I'm writing a little book about that too.
Wow. Darryl came ahead. He was on just a moment ago, and I asked him a question about, because it's a bone that I like to pick with actors and actresses. They come here to LA, they want, Hollywood, and they want to be a star, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they go to television, they do film, but they don't do no stage. What's wrong?
You know what? My husband, he's like the money person in this house, he's always saying, well, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And he's I used to, when I didn't have family obligations and raising my daughter and stuff like that, I was on stage doing stand-up, improv, sketch comedy, theater, equity waiver, off, all 5 nights a week I was doing something. But it's a little tough in LA to stay busy doing that and also pay the bills. And so, but I think it's just like, it's like the backbone. It's like the best thing you can do as an actor. I'm a little skeptical of some actors who've never done a lot of theater, just because I don't know how you can really get your foundation without that. So I love it. Just like you. I feel the same way.
I see that you're the co-founder, producer, writer, and performer with Hold the Cream and Foxy Fine and Funny.
Yes, yeah, we were doing the Black Lady sketch show way back a long time. We haven't been together for quite a while, so we kind of need a reunion. But yeah, I did the Second City and the Groundlings and all that, but we also had a nice group of all Black comedic actors, and we did a whole bunch of sketch comedy together, and we just had a ball doing just kind of sketches that only, in living color type things, and just our own writing and producing. And we were on stage down in Santa Monica. They had some really great venues down on the pier, the Upfront Comedy Showcase. And we just had a blast. And we're all a little older now, what is it, long in the tooth?
Something like that.
Yeah, but we had a ball. Yeah.
The Willie and Esther poster. One time I just found out, I thought it was going to be a run. Maybe. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. There it is. That's the old one but it's the same people in it. You guys worked this one together. How can I get a ticket?
That is a great question. It's at Barbara Morrison. So I think they'll probably have tickets at the door.
Yeah.
The inner city, what is it? The
Cultural Center?
Yeah, the Inner City Culture and the Readers Theater. If you can find those people, find James Burks or Mia and Darryl. We could probably guide people to how to get a ticket for that Friday night. But it's a great venue. Every time I walk in there, I think about, I'm sure you know Barbara Morrison. I think about her spirit and her passion and her talent. So I love walking through those doors. So I hope to see lots of people in the room Friday night.
Well, Karen, thank you very much for being here today. As they say, break a leg if you're going to.
Oh, finally. I'm so happy to be on with you. Thank you for having me.
We'll get you back up and have you on a little bit longer. And today we're just trying to get a whole lot of people through today. But come back again. I got you. I know how to get in touch with you, and you know how to get in touch with me. Please. That's right. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you got to read this lady's resume. It's heavy.
And go to my YouTube channel. Etta Mae's got a lot of funny things for everybody. Inspirational, funny, all that. And so I appreciate the follows.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sharon Bankhead. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
Brother Tony. My next guest today needs no introduction. Her luxurious vocals move effortlessly from jazz to pop to R&B and gospel. Now, this lady has been well received throughout Asia and jazz to pop to R&B and gospel, including Tokyo, Shanghai, Beijing, Macau, and Thailand. She most recently headlined the let me say this right, the Gori Jazz Festival in Senegal. Okay. She's got an upcoming performance to tell us about, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, please welcome Wendy Bonds Bowden. Greetings, Wendy, and welcome to the Actor's Choice.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Can you see me?
Yay. Yes, I see you loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Love
Good morning. Happy to be here. I've been listening to your other guests. It's so exciting.
Indeed. Normally we don't do this like this, but people said, hey, they asked me, Ron, can you do something? Hey, why not? These are good people. Look, we had 2 in here. Now you're number 3. Thank you. Tell us about your early history.
Well, my early history is, let's see, let's go back to opening up for Red Fox. Okay, so that's when he was doing his comedy back in Chicago, which is where I'm from, like Darryl, Alan Reed. And I was with a group called Diamonds, Rubies, and Pearls, and we would open up for him, and that was very exciting. And then from there, I was in college over at Vandercook College of Music in Chicago when I was offered a role in a movie called Stony Island by the director Andrew Davis. And short of me graduating from that college, I started with the film, and it lasted like almost a month of shooting and had some big stars in there too. And so from there, I was already kind of out, and then they were auditioning for The Wiz, and they came to Chicago to audition, and they auditioned all my friends, and everybody got hired except for me. And I was like, oh, what? So I came to LA anyway with my then boyfriend, and we were at a party at our apartment, and I was singing, and then the director of the play heard me and hired me on the spot. So that's how I got with The Wiz.
Here's my favorite question. What made you get into this business?
I was singing since I was 3, right? So I was just chosen because I was always singing. And my mother used to just got on her nerve. I was singing so much. And nobody in the family of the 9 siblings were into music except for me. So it was always kind of a lonely thing. And but I just sang all the time. And then I started singing to soothe people, seems like. People that were down or hurt or in the hospital. I was just singing to everybody. So from singing, it's kind of the same. You're acting out the lyrics when you sing. So acting was just something I always was in love with because I could play these different characters and bring them to life. I thought that was exciting.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
You have been abroad, like I just read a few moments ago. You've been a lot of places, done a lot of things. Oh, you have definitely made a lot of people proud of you and your family and whatever. But right now, you got this project going called Secrets of Shady.
Yes. Yes.
Can you tell us about that one, please?
What you just said is the line from the play. Been a lot of places, seen a lot of things, and sung on a lot of stages. And now I'm finished. And then she ends her career during the Chitlin circuit during this play. So
Chitlin circuit, can you explain that for some? Because some people might not know what that means.
I know. So this is what the play is about. Shady Henson is a fictitious character. She's a nightclub singer. So from the years 1950 to 1981, it chronicles her life during the Chitlin circuit, which was called that because, Ron, believe it or not, sometimes artists were offered a plate of chitlins instead of money. So that's kind of how I think that name started. But it was venues owned by Blacks, which was the only place artists like Shady Henson could perform. And so during those years, you know, it was ups and downs. It was during segregation. A lot of things happened. A lot of secrets unfold, a lot of juicy secrets, a lot of things that allow the viewer to feel as if they are actually traveling through time with Shady Henson.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. And by the way, I haven't had chitlins in a long time, but my mother used to cook it. She's from South Kakalaki, and she used to teach us how to eat that. It was delicious. When you tell people what it is, chitlins, you say, what is chitlins? That's the moo of a pig.
Well, yeah, that's another line from the play. My mama used to tell me, don't be out there eating everybody's chitlins. Well, it's not a problem because mama, I ain't eating nobody's chitlins, not even yours.
I tell people that on a pig, you eat everything on the pig except for one thing. You can't eat that.
Eyeballs? Do they eat that?
No, it's the oink, 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 oink. You can't eat that. But the rest of the pig, you can eat them. Oh, God. Feet, head, leg, arm, everything.
Oh, God. Every snout. Ooh. It's a lot.
Right.
But I'm a vegetarian, so, you know, it's another story.
What's the fun that you get out of what you do?
Okay. Wow. That's a good question, Ron. And I have a good answer for that.
Go.
The process.
Okay.
I just love process because you can have a vision and then to see the vision unravel right before your eyes, to me, is like exciting. It's like, okay, I saw that in the beginning because I'll usually get the whole vision in front of me. And so then it's like, well, what steps are you going to take to get that to fruition? What's going to happen that's going to allow you to see that thing that you saw in the beginning at the end? So it's this journey. Oh, I got to do that. I got to do that. It's all these steps. I love that.
Wow.
I love it.
Got you. We're running out of time, but we want to show that poster one more time. We have a different poster. The other, if you can show the other one. There it is. Thank you.
Hey, she's a redhead. So Secrets of Shady is 2 Sundays, and they're both matinee shows, 3 p.m., November 5th, November 12th. You can get your tickets at wendybarnes.com. So that's WINDY because I'm from the Windy City. And so wendybarnes.com and get your tickets, and you'll learn more about the show. And we have VIP tables. It's going to be amazing. It is the world premiere of The Secrets of Shady, and we see wings for this thing. So Broadway, who knows?
Right, here we come.
Here we come.
Wendy, I want to thank you for being here today. Hope that you
Thank you, Ron. Thank you very much.
Break a leg, as they always say. Break a leg.
Yay.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, Wendy Barnes-Farrell. Thank you for our sponsors, Harvey Brandman Photography as an act, Ron Irwin's Lose Life, Way to Lose Weight, Larry Buford, Book to the Future, Time Travel, Message in a Capsule, State Farm agent Carla Green, and veteran actor Rob Brownstein's Acting Training School and Actors Space. And much thanks to our guest today, ladies and gentlemen, actor, additional crew, writer Richard Epcar, actor, director Jamie Torcellini, actor Darryl Arlen Reed, actress, producer, writer Karen Bankhead, and singer, producer, actress Wendy Barnes-Farrell. Wow, a lot of folks today. The Actor's Choice is a presentation of B&B Productions, Rudolph Brewington, president, and Sidney Chandler, executive producer. Special thanks to our ever-growing audience. I'm Ron Brewington. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Be well. See you next time.